it's actually up to consumers and educated audiences to be able to not only hold them to account, but perhaps themselves being the ones taking the lead in pointing out these alternatives and forcing the companies or the services that they use to change their ways. So what could those ways credibly be, do you think?
Look, I think it is about having an awareness of how things are made and how the system works. The world around us that we see today, the amazing technology, the cities that we live in, the population that the planet houses right now, is as a direct result of the kind of capitalism that we've enjoyed up until this time. Right. So I'm a trained economist as well. So I'm not for 1 minute going to point fingers at capitalism and say, wow, this is a major problem. I've also benefited from it. We all have. We are all part of the system. Yeah. I think what we realized is that in a closed system, which is the planet, you cannot have this unhinged growth that just grows and grows and grows in the same way that we've kind of defined it up until now. So I think at some point it has to change. It's got to tip over. And I think, there's so many signals right now that we're on the brink of a new way of thinking about business. And I think the first step is just, I suppose, educating yourself as to what the alternatives might be. What does donut economics look like? Which is a woman by the name of Kate Raworth. She wrote a book called Donut Economics, which is a viable alternative to present neoliberal capitalism.
And a donut in the sense of kind of circular and nothing wasted, nobody left out in that sense.
Right. And also there is limits. So you cannot just keep on producing something. There is a limit to it. And you've got to balance that production with looking at how you can, contribute towards society. And certain cities around the world are starting to experiment with it. And I think that's the other side of it, is that I don't think any business can just transition tomorrow and say, well, now we're going to be a green business. I think what you can do is start experimenting with innovation in the space. So how might you just reduce certain aspects of your carbon footprint? Right. How might you go about actually starting to educate your customers that you're not perfect, but you're on a journey to improve? And this is how you're going to improve, and this is how you are planning to just be better in the space. And there's a lot of evidence that those kind of companies actually do quite well financially as well. So without actually focusing on the financial incentive as much, they seem to be just more resilient. They seem to be more sustainable. Because, as you say, once people find out that you're on a journey to be a sustainable, people-friendly, earth-friendly, conscious business, well, people want to support that kind of business. They find the way that they do business quite pleasing. Yeah. Because I think more and more we're looking at the CEO who's driving his Jaguar and going along, well, that's not right. What have you done to earn those millions of dollars that the company gives you? So, I think it is about having an awareness, and I guess about taking the responsibility and the commitment to not transitioning immediately, but just to explore what is possible every single day.